Master here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so the GOATs are finally here, the EZAs for the blue fusions from the 5th anniversary, and these guys are now incredible after their EZAs. So we're going to be showing off the VEGITO here on one of his 200% teams, the Vegeta and Trunks team, because he is on Future Saga. And then obviously Battle of Fate. Vegito, of course, not on Bond of Parent and Child, but with this Vegeta and Trunks leader skill, still a great team to run him on. So his leader skill, Final Trump Card or Potara, both 3 key, full 170. So, I mean, the fact that he still has a full 170 lead, but for 2 categories is definitely still very good. But obviously we want to showcase him under a 200%. He infinitely stacks attack, raises defense for 1 turn, does colossal damage on his 12 key, and then infinite stack attack, greatly raise defense for 1 turn, and mega colossal on the 18 key. His passive in base, attack and defense 140, 4 key when attacking, launches an additional attack that has a great chance to become a super if he's in slot 1 or 2. Then he launches an additional attack and has a great chance of evading enemies' attacks as the 3rd attacker. So that will be guaranteed additional super and a 70% chance to dodge as the 3rd attacker in the turn. So the big gimmick with the blue fusions is when they transform, which will be automatically on turn 4, they get a 100% chance to dodge. So in very difficult events, one of the things that you can obviously do, if we get him here on turn 1, we can put him in slot 3, he's going to get a guaranteed additional super, the 70% chance to dodge, and then when he comes back on the next turn, it will be turn 4 that he comes back, and so he's going to transform straight away. But I do want to get a couple of turns out of him for the sake of the showcase, so I'm not going to do that in this particular instance, but that's just something to bear in mind that you can do, which is pretty effective with the blue fusions. So we'll go ahead and see what kind of attack stat that he's going to put out here on the first turn. Straight off the bat, he's got no attack support. We've just got defense support from the Carnival Goku, so 5.2, and then of course bear in mind he's infinitely stacking attack with each of his supers. So there's an additional super from the passive. We had the Great Chance, 3.4. So that's also 2 defense raises for the turn. 1 greatly raises, 1 normal. And then the Hidden Potential, unfortunately, was a normal attack. So how much damage does he take from this? Turn 1 super. Yes, he still takes a little bit of damage. I think that's why this whole strategy, right, like float him off, then when he comes back he transforms, probably one of the more optimal ones for the more difficult events, because apart from getting the defense raise on super, they obviously don't have a lot of defensive tech in their kit, apart from obviously the dodging in slot 3. So I think that is definitely a very viable strategy for the more difficult content, right? Just float them off on their first turn. That means they get 70% chance to dodge in slot 3, and then you know, they come back and just transform immediately. So go ahead and do this. Obviously I haven't really built the team very well to optimize like Trunks and Vegeta, so we've missed 18 key supers with both of those, but yeah, it's fine. We've basically got all the units that I wanted to be floating to give extra links to Vegito, not in the right places either. Because obviously when we transform into Vegito Blue, he shares a lot of links with the Tech Vegito Blue. Obviously they don't have legendary power, the Tech one, the TUR one of course, but they share a lot of links together, and he'll pick up legendary power from Vegeta and Trunks in slot 1. So that rotation obviously does work quite nicely. So Cell getting a heal. Will God Goku kill him here? Potentially. Ideally, we would like Vegito Blue to start getting some stacks, considering he is going to be a floating unit on this setup. But yeah, God Goku gets the crit and then it's GG. So now onto the int phase. So this is where we could be in a little bit of trouble if we were to get hit with a super, but it looks like we're going to be fine. Now, he only shares 3 links with Vegeta and Trunks: Fierce Battle, Saiyan Warrior Race, and Legendary Power. So in terms of key links, as you can see, we are not really in a great spot on this rotation, which is why it is so good that they get 4 key when attacking, right, in base. So he is going to at least be able to do the 12 key super, and then of course he still gets the additional chance from the passive. So you do definitely want to be linking him up with, I mean, obviously other Fused Fighter characters. Fused Fire is a key link. Over in a Flash, of course, gives 3 key. But yeah, this is Still a decent enough performance, right? Base is really not what anyone is really looking for, right? It's all about the transformation. And of course they do have the new OSTs, so on the next turn once he transforms, we'll turn that up a little bit. Sadly it is an automatic transformation though, so obviously not a voiced. Does have an active skill of course that we can use after we've gotten to the point of becoming Super Saiyan Blue. But there's the additional from the passive again. So the more of these we get, the more we're stacking our attack. Hidden potential. See, mine is built for full crit because he gets so many additionals as part of his passive. But I mean, the additional did go off, right? It just didn't become a super, which is unfortunate. But what can you do, eh? So, of course, we are going to get the special equips for them as well in a few days' time when we get the anniversary battle special event. So they're going to get juiced up even more by those, which is really good. Let's float off. Yeah, we'll float off the God Goku this time, so we can get some extra links active with VEGITO on that next rotation. But yes, VEGITO is going to be transforming into VEGITO Blue on this upcoming turn. And of course, as I said, we'll go through his full passive of the transformed version. But on the turn that he transforms, he has a 100% chance to dodge, which essentially, regardless of the team build you're running, basically makes him the best slot 1 unit on the rotation for that turn, right? Because he literally cannot be touched. So very, very strong, very powerful mechanic. And again, going back to the strategy I talked about at the beginning, if you're floating him off on the first turn, you only have that first turn where he risks getting hit in base, but he's in slot 3, so he has a 70% chance to dodge. And then, yeah, he comes in on the next turn and just cannot be hit by anything. So, very, very powerful mechanic, but not going to take him out. Okay, let's... oh, we get the additional as well. Okay. I think even if this crits, it doesn't take him out, but... So let's get the... go into the next turn here and get the transformation. Oh, come on. You've got to dodge the super. He's got a decent amount of defense, I think, here, though, so we should be okay. All right. Okay, so we got a lot of attacks in the middle. Well, I say a lot, but we're going to be able to dodge all of those automatically. I think we get all of our links active once we actually pick up our key orbs here. So now that we've transformed into VEGITO Blue, we greatly raise attack and defense for 1 turn on the 12 key and do colossal damage, and then greatly raise defense for 3 turns on the 18 key, mega colossal damage. We get evades all attacks, right, for the first turn. Attack and defense 150, key plus 5, launches an additional super and medium chance of launching another additional super as the first or second attacker in the turn. Key 7 launches an additional super attack and great chance of evading in slot 3, so he still has the 70% dodge chance. Key 1 up to 5, attack and defense 22 up to 88 with each attack performed, launches an additional super when activating the active skill or when key is 24. So unfortunately, again, not the craziest key setup on this turn. So let's do this, and then we can at least grab these, and then I guess we'll just grab this for the Tech VEGITO Blue at the end here. So let's see what we can get out of VEGITO here. We are obviously going to get the extra key and get the 18 key super, and let's see what sort of damage we are going to do here. Of course, Trunks and Vegeta getting additional supers. I swear whenever I want them to, they just get additional normals. And now that I'm waiting to see VEGITO attack, we get the... Okay, 7.8 for the first one here. And then bear in mind, this is greatly raising defense for 3 turns. So we have the potential for multiple additionals after that, which are all greatly raising his defense again. So here we finally have this rotation set up the way I wanted it, because I've wanted this, I wanted Vegeta and Trunks together with Gohan basically since the beginning, but due to the rotations, we were not able to do that until now. But now we have them together. All the other units are going to be floating and either supporting VEGITO Blue with links, or obviously the STR Carnival Goku gives defense and key support. So it should be looking pretty good. Like them getting all that extra key when they attack is so useful as well. Because whilst you might not always be able to hit the 24 key, depending on the field of orbs and like the units that you're connecting with on that turn, you know, missing their 18 key super is quite difficult, right? You're very often just going to get it, which is really good. So what does his defense? I wonder what his defense is on the beginning of this next turn. Because remember, the greatly raised defense for 3 turns, obviously that stays in play, and we can get like the extra stacks on it as well. So I wonder what his start of turn defense is going to be. Obviously, in this instance, the 100% dodge really didn't come into play, right? Because he killed. So are you kidding me? Of course he super attacked the STR Goku. Great. Good thing this team has so much HP, but. Alright, so let's do, yeah, the skip is on. I just want to do this so we get some extra defense here so that they don't get killed. So what links do we have now? So we get Godly Power, we get Super Saiyan over in a flash and Fierce Battle. We will get Kamehameha. Wait, actually, do you have Yeah, you do. And obviously we'll get Legendary Power as well. Not great with the orbs again, though, unfortunately. So we'll do this. Do this, and then yeah, grab this. Alright, so Cell gonna get the heal. Now obviously Vegito has type advantage, so this turn we should get to see Vegito Blue absolutely go crazy, right? I don't know if he'll necessarily even need all of the potential additionals that he could get, but he certainly is gonna go pretty crazy on this turn. So let's see what we can actually get out of him here. So 8.57 is the first super. Now bear in mind, he gets at least one extra one guaranteed. So here comes the next one, 7.4 on the 12 key. And then we have another chance for another one that's part of his passive, which we didn't get. And then we have the hidden potential, which we didn't get. So that is actually a little bit unfortunate. He greatly raised defense twice, and of course had the defense buff from the Vegeta and Trunks active skill, so double-digit damage from the super. That is an unfortunate turn for him, really, not the God RNG that we would hope for on that turn, but... okay. So... oh, interesting. So we can do this again, right? We did it, Trunksy. Grab these, I guess. Get rid of the only STR orbs on the field. Then transform Gohan. Wow, that was a very disappointing orb change. Well, I guess we'll have to make do. I really want to leave all of those orbs there for Vegito Blue, but... you know what, let's use a Whis here. I'm a bit worried about Tech Vegito Blue at the end, but I want to leave all of those orbs there for Vegito Blue, just so we can see what he's going to do on the next turn with the full 24 key, because he gets the guaranteed additional as part of his passive if we get 24 key as well. So he should be looking pretty strong. Now this Cell, he can be a bit of a tough enemy. He pretty much always supers in slot 1, but he doesn't have a lot of health, so... Gohan should take him out here, and then we move on to the final STR phase. We're still going to have the Whis in play. We've got a ton of orbs saved up there for Vegito Blue as well, so we should see a very, very strong turn here from him. So Gohan absolutely going to take this guy out. Yep, there's the good old LR Gohan KO screen. You love to see it. And then here we go. So I need to make sure... oh, of course, yeah, we went into a new phase, so we don't keep any of the orbs. Good times. But look at that. The orb RNG coming in clutch, because we will, of course, get, with the extra key that he gets when attacking, he will have 24 key. So this should be a pretty strong showing here. We got the Whis active, so we shouldn't really be in danger of dying. I'm not going to hit the nodes on the Dokkan attack, because obviously I want Cell to have as much HP left as possible so that Vegito Blue can sort of go off here. Because at minimum he's getting 3 supers, right? And then we could get an extra one from the passive and the extra one from the hidden potential. So on his best turn he's supering 5 times. And let's see what he's going to do. So we are going to get the full 24 key once he attacks. Defense support on the rotation. Okay. 12 million. 12 million attack here. No crit, sadly. But then the additional 9.2. That's on the 12 key super. Like, that's really good. There's the crit. There's the additional from, I think it's from the passive, right? I guess there's no way to tell because we're getting a guaranteed one from the 24 key. So now that's up to 10 million. And can we get a hidden potential one as well? Oh, God, we do. There you go. There is the God turn. He got up to 11 million on the extra 12 key super. So look how much health Cell has left. And we supered 5 times. So even without a Whis, he just greatly raised his defense 5 times. So, yeah. Now, would he tank the biggest super attacks with no item active after doing that? I imagine he would survive them. I don't think he's going to be taking like double digits necessarily. But yeah, the fact that he's greatly raising defense, there's a 50% defense raise 5 times. Now, obviously, they don't stack on top of each other, right? But still, like, it's not like he gets 50% and then the next one he gets 50% of that total is what I mean. But even so, like, he's going to be rocking some pretty high defense. I'm so glad we got the God turn in at the end of the showcase. Like, if I'd actually got if I'd done the Dokkan nodes with Vegeta and Trunks, then obviously VEGITO would have finished him off. So VEGITO just goes absolutely crazy once you get to that 24 key, getting the guaranteed extra additional, and then he got the hidden potential one as well. So 5 super attacks all the way up to over 11 million on an additional 12 key is pretty damn good. So yeah, let me know what you guys think down below. I've got the burst mode videos coming up today for these guys, and then obviously I'm going to try taking them out to things like the Sin Shenron fight and stuff like that. Very excited to use these guys in some harder content. Maybe this wasn't the best team build, but as I always say, when I do my initial look showcases, I just throw them on a 200% team with some link partners and see how they go. Definitely want more over in a flash partners, I think, to get to the 24 key more regularly. But obviously, as I said, and as you saw, with the key he gets when he attacks, you pretty much are always getting his 18 key super, but you definitely do need good key partners for him if you want to hit that 24 key consistently. But yeah, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.